you're just mad at
I
Seth
know,
right now.
yeah,
You're
I'm
just
over
mad.
him.
You're mad.
I'm over him.
You're speaking out of anger. Welcome to the Leah and Lee Show, the WWE episode that we upload every Tuesday, and regular all-topic episode every Thursday, except for this week. The WWE episode will be late. I don't know about the other episode yet because, we had to have some extra time to process SummerSlam that happened over the weekend. Anywho, yes, we had to process everything from SummerSlam over the weekend. So let's get into that. First off, I want to say before SummerSlam, we did watch the new series on Netflix called Unreal. They have 5 episodes up. I guess that's all they're going to put up for now. And we marathoned all 5 episodes. So we watched that. We enjoyed the Unreal show. We don't mind kayfabe and all that being somewhat ruined, I guess.
I mean, everybody's known for years. It's, scripted. So you may as well show the behind the scenes stuff and how it works. It makes it interesting.
Yeah, the thing is, if you don't want to, if you like to be solely, immersed in kayfabe, then you don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
Everyone, the end of the matches are predetermined.
Mm-hmm.
Predetermined. Crazy. Anyways, let's get into the ups and downs and the craziness of the 2-night SummerSlam.
Well, first though, you can't talk about SummerSlam without the just random promo that turned John Cena face.
Oh, on SmackDown, right. On Friday before SummerSlam, John Cena just came out. No to-do about it. Just kind of was like, hey guys, I'm back to face John Cena. Let's move on. And then him and Cody had a beer.
Yeah.
Him and Cody had a beer. John Cena's like, hey, I'm all back to normal now. I'm a face again. And Cody grabbed 2 beers and they had a beer. And then that was it. We thought that maybe it was going to happen during a match at some point, kind of add some drama or some cinema to it. But there was no cinema.
Well,
no cinema.
We learned over the weekend that WWE is creatively dead at this point, so
he's very upset. My husband is very upset. He almost quit the podcast, everyone. It was almost just going to be me. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
And not for the reason that some of you might think. So we're going to start with night 1 at the beginning. So it starts with little Cardi B.
Could not understand a thing she said.
Little Cardi B came out because she was the host. For those of you just listening, I'm doing air quotes.
Just imagine the Aflac duck was drunk and making sounds. That is what she did.
Next night, you would think the host would come out again, but she was not there.
Nope.
She was not there in the second night. Okay, so that was that. Cardi B really...
She came out...
It was pointless and
said,
that's pretty much what it sounded like. But then Jey Uso, Roman Reigns came out, and their match was versus...
The Bronze.
Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. That was...
predictable.
Fine. Jey Uso and Roman won. I don't know if I wrote these in order, so... forgive me if these are not in the exact order of how they happened, but there was Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. I wanted Karrion Kross to win.
Everybody wanted Karrion Kross to win.
But again, he did not. It was
a good match until the end.
Until Sami won.
Mm-hmm.
So far, we're batting 2 for 2 on predictability.
Mm-hmm. At 0 for 2 on entertainment.
Is that how you say that?
Well, I take that back. I got to give Roman Reigns credit. The leap over the ropes was good.
That's right.
Highlight of the match.
That's right. I almost forgot. You don't see Roman doing any like leaps and rope work and whatnot to that effect.
You don't see
Right.
Roman doing much.
Except for his regular Superman punches and spears. That was fun. It was actually, it was a fun match to watch. Predictable, but
yeah,
it was fun. And then there was Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus
Raquel and Roxanne Perez, which could be the match of the night, honestly. That was fun. Aside from the title match for the women, that was the most unpredictable yet predictable outcome, because I wasn't sure if they were going to bust up the Judgment Day having the titles yet.
And by the way, we're just kind of trying to breeze through. We're into it, but we're short on time. It's been a very time crunch kind of week, so we're kind of rushing through this one a little bit. Apologies, but let's move on. Randy Orton.
Yeah, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. It went on a little too long. I mean, Jelly Roll did fine for what he did. It was better than most celebrities that show up. Could have done without it. But, hey, it was, I give him props. And the thing that was unpredictable about it is that the celebrity didn't win. The celebrity lost and the celebrity ate the pin. So that was quite a bit different than what you normally see.
Yeah, for not being a wrestler. And Jelly Roll has actually, it's well known that Jelly Roll has been putting in the work, unlike a lot of other celebrities.
And props for losing so much weight to do it.
So good for him. However, it just was so unnecessary. Logan Paul was really good in that match.
Yeah, he damn near killed himself again.
Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, great as always, but it just didn't need the celebrity aspect. There was
Tiffany and Jade.
Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill.
Was, to me, the shock of the night. Thank God that's what they did, because Jade is not ready for the title scene. And Tiffany is just on a whole nother level right now. So taking the title off of her, in my opinion, would have been terrible.
And look, I think Jade, I saw her in an interview. She clearly loves wrestling, but she just needs more technical work.
She hasn't improved. She's got the great foundations to be a great wrestler and all that, but she hasn't built on that. Her promos are still.
She's got a great look, a great character.
She's got an amazing look, and I mean, strong as hell. They gotta stop with all of the Storm comparisons. I mean, it's like this close to copyright infringement. I mean, her look, the Storm is coming thing. The music is a very blatant ripoff of the '90s X-Men cartoon. If her tag team partner comes out. She gets a tag team partner named Rogue or something like that. Like it's
that would actually be hilarious, but okay.
Here's my tag team partner, Jean Grey. We are the X-Women.
Moving on. So that was that. And I think yeah, I'm not done yet.
Okay. As short as that match was, Tiffany shined.
Tiffany was amazing.
Tiffany was great in that match.
Even Tiffany's verbal work might need some work.
Yeah, she's not perfect on the mic, but she's good enough.
But her in-ring skills are
speaking of that,
top notch.
This in that what's Unreal. They did a part where they went on about the promos between her and Charlotte, and when they got real,
and how they went off script.
Then they went off script, and she said the stuff about Charlotte's husbands and how Charlotte's feelings got hurt. I mean, I love Charlotte. She's one of my favorite of all time. She needs thicker skin, though, because that is what good promo cutters do. And if you ask me, that was Tiffany's best promo work. Even though it went completely off the rails, it was real. Yeah.
I think Charlotte is the one who first went off script because she got rattled from the booze.
Yeah. So I mean,
so then Tiffany had to come off on on the fly, come up with something. But then Triple H made her apologize.
She shouldn't apologize though,
Charlotte.
because to me that was one of her better promos.
Which
That was great.
I mean, I don't know if he just did that for the Unreal
There's a lot of
cameras,
talk of that.
because I don't know how real the Unreal some of that is.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, because it is also on Netflix, and you know, it's still got to be a show.
It's also WWE, and
Like,
nothing's
you're trying
real.
to tell me, like, when back in the day, like, I didn't watch wrestling, you know, back when Triple H was a wrestler, but I've seen plenty of clips at this point, and they said some gnarly.
I mean,
gnarly shit.
Stephanie McMahon's vagina was like the main source of most of The Rock's promos.
Yeah, so you're trying to tell me talking about ex-husbands is like taboo for the wrestling promo world?
Mhm.
Like, okay, I guess. I believe the last match for night one that we have is CM Punk versus Gunther. Now let's talk about the match first.
Absolutely one of the greatest matches of the year. Up there in the top of all time, in my opinion. It was amazing. It was great. I loved every second of it. They both went balls to the wall, made it look brutal. It was intense. It was like a slow burn, you know, for a while, but I mean, it just built up to a great match.
Yeah. And like, it was brutal. It was brutal to watch, because I wanted CM Punk to win. I just wanted CM Punk to win.
I didn't care who won. I didn't care who won. I just wanted to see them wrestle because I knew it was going to be good. I mean, Gunther, however you say his name, is, in my opinion, the best wrestler out there right now.
To me, he's a little boring, but I mean, you know,
I love him.
It's the old school. I know a lot of people love Gunther, and I don't like hate Gunther. I just, because of his old school ways of wrestling, my brain gets a little bored.
She's into all the high flying backflips.
I want acrobatics,
whoop-de-doo, twisty-turny, flippy things that take 5 minutes to hit the ground, and
love it.
They're pretty, but
love it.
You know, there's no impact to them. So it's kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong. Penta is absolutely one of my favorite wrestlers. Period.
Love Penta.
But most of what he does in reality, if it was, you know, real, would get his ass beat. Because he just flies around.
Well, I like a lot of the other wrestlers that don't do a lot of flying. Like,
yeah.
I like Cody and Randy. I love Randy Orton. But I don't know.
Randy Orton and Gunther are very similar.
Gunther seems so much slower to me, and
it's more methodical. Like, he doesn't waste moves. It makes I don't know. It's not about it I like.
Well, I wanted CM. I did care who won. I wanted CM Punk. So it was a great match, and CM Punk won, and he was emotional, and the emotion looked legit, and I was there with him in that moment, and I just thought it was great. And he's hugging the belt, and he's crying, and it was just a beautiful moment. And he holds up the belt, because he's on the ground for like a hot minute crying and hugging the belt. And he stands up and he raises his arms and holds up the belt, and freaking Seth Rollins music hits. But he comes out on crutches, and you're like, okay. He's just, and he's yelling, don't get comfortable.
Don't get comfortable. Yeah.
And so we're like, okay. So he's just reminding him, he's just doing a little presence, popping in at the end of this night on SummerSlam. Cool. He turns around, walks away, and then he drops the crutches, takes off the leg brace, and runs down the freaking aisle with his Money in the Bank suitcase in tow and jumps in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband, now I'm pissed because I don't want CM Punk to lose the belt.
I don't give a shit about that.
Here we go to where my husband lost his shit.
I do not give a damn that he cashed in. I'm completely fine with that. Well, I take that back. I do give a damn that he cashed in, because it was the most predictable thing they have ever done in the history of ever.
I thought he might cash in on Cody if he was going to cash in.
The good storyline would have been to cash in on Cody. That would have been the best storyline they could have possibly done. It would have been a full circle thing from WrestleMania 40, where he helped him win the belt the first time, and then he's taking it from him this time. Something new would have been happening in WWE, stuff that doesn't happen all that often in WWE nowadays. But no, they went with the absolutely most predictable thing they could have ever done. So that is kind of annoying. I don't care that he cashed in, whatever. Actually, you know what? One thing, I am absolutely freaking sick to death of Money in the Bank. It is the most overrun, overplayed gimmick there's ever been. Like, get rid of it and come up with something new. You can't possibly make that interesting anymore.
Yeah, I mean, because then this person has a belt, and it's like, well, they don't freaking deserve it at all. How can we enjoy this belt run?
And the dumbest, absolute stupidest thing about it is, okay, you're going to cash in on me. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to kick you right between the legs in front of the referee, get disqualified, keep my belt, and go home. Or, just maybe, get out of the ring. It's a dumb gimmick. Like, it was cool at first, but now it's just overplayed and old at this point. Like, it's not, you can't even say, oh, this is the greatest cash-in ever. It's the exact same cash-in every freaking time. At the end of a match, whenever the person is tired, they come in and they kick them while they're down, they cash in, and match is over in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's, like, oh, you want to make it interesting, have them cash it in advance. Hey, I'll cash this in at WrestleMania. I'm going to be in the main event with you. That might be a little bit interesting. But anyway, what really pissed me off is, to me, faking a real injury to the extent that they went and did it. That's just not something you should do. To me, that is very disrespectful to people like Liv Morgan, Ilya Dragunov, who hasn't been able to wrestle in a couple of years. Anybody who's actually really hurt,
injured.
It's disrespectful for them. I get injury storylines. I get that. But they're very obvious. It's not played up to be real. And, like, to me, that's just a disrespect thing that you don't do, it's all gimmicks and storylines and everything like that. But to me, that just ruined the whole thing. Okay, why did he have to fake the injury and then get hurt by beat by LA Knight? That makes LA Knight look like a doofus. But it was just absolutely stupid. Comment sections on Twitter, most people just think it was a dumb thing to do anyway. There's not too many people to feel the way I do about it, just because
not too many people
talked
about the disrespect to legit injuries, but a lot of people just thought it was dumb.
It was dumb. It was predictable.
We finally saw LA Knight again on
last
Raw
night,
last night, because we hadn't seen LA Knight since the supposed injury of Seth Rollins, but we finally saw LA Knight again because now he's back for revenge, rightfully so.
On top of all that, I'm just sick to death of Seth Rollins.
Oh, but he puts his heart and soul into.
He still sucks.
You think he sucks as a wrestler?
No, he don't suck physically as a wrestler or anything like that. I mean, I'm just tired of him.
Well, a lot of people are saying that they are having Seth Rollins fatigue. People were saying that before Seth Rollins got with Paul Heyman, people were saying that he needed some type of boost, like that he was getting stale and he needed something, and so that everybody thought him going with being a Paul Heyman's guy was going to like revigorate story and
it's just been a waste of time.
But the faction that he's created is kind of weird.
I'm not a Bronson Reed guy, so to me they couldn't have made him really any worse. I'm a huge Braun Breaker fan, but he is coming out of this looking like such an idiot. It hasn't stepped him up in any way. It hasn't built his character. I think he's coming out of this the worst for the wear. Like, the best thing they could have done is just had him go off on his own into the title scene.
The gauntlet was
great.
Amazing to watch him go through the gauntlet.
And he did that all by himself. Seth being back, he's playing second fiddle to Seth, and it's the same thing every week. Week after week after week. It's the numbers game. Nobody ever beats it. Spear, curb stomp, tsunami, same shit, different pile. Write something new. If I'm the writer, this is what I'm doing. CM Punk absolutely loses his shit. I'm probably cussing too much for this edition, but it's okay.
I can bleep some.
I'm upset. Something new. CM Punk loses his shit and completely annihilates them one at a time. You don't see who does it. You just find them out cold on the floor for a little bit. Then you have CM Punk charge to the ring with a forklift or something and just flip it upside down. Or you bring back the milk truck or something from Kurt Angle, something. Have him just annihilate them. Absolutely harassing them, stalking them like a madman. Have CM Punk lose his shit and just get absolutely vicious. The same thing, though, every week. He sneaks out of the crowd. He smacks Seth around a little bit till the Braun show up, and then he gets speared in Tsunami. Mm-hmm. Here comes Jey Uso or whoever. They get an upper hand for a few seconds. Then they get speared in Tsunami. It's curb stomped. And you have Seth standing in the ring doing his dumbass laugh.
What they need to do ASAP is have Braun Breaker turn on Seth.
ASAP.
And then break away from them.
Yeah, because what's going to happen, we know it's going to happen. CM Punk's going to win the Royal Rumble, and at WrestleMania, he's going to get the title back. It's been Seth and CM Punk ever since CM Punk came back. The only other person he's been in a feud with is Drew McIntyre. I mean, I get long-term storytelling, but my God, it doesn't need to take 15 damn years to get a payoff.
Yeah, so there was a lot of feelings at the end of night one. Mm-hmm. Let's move on.
Night two.
We got night two. Night two.
Naomi, Rhea, and Io. Predictable.
I still liked it.
It was fun, but it was predictable.
I want to see Rhea get the title back at some point. I know she doesn't really need it. She doesn't need a title push.
Well, I mean, she needs a gap. I mean, I get that. I mean, she's been in it for too long. I get that. But she needs to win it back from Io.
They keep making a point to remind us that Rhea has never beaten Io. So we want to see that. Sure. But we knew Naomi wasn't going to lose it yet. I did like seeing Naomi's dad.
That was cool, yeah.
He came out and played guitar. I mean, I'm for her entrance.
Guitar player, and I've known him for a long time. I didn't know he was her dad. The TLC match.
Just always good. Street Profits, Wyatt Six,
who were the champs.
DIY, Fraxium, Motor City Machine Guns, and Andrade and Rey Fenix as a tag team.
Yeah.
So those were the teams involved.
My gripe about it is that there were so many people in it that it was nothing but a spot fest. Big spots with nothing in between, with no good filler. There wasn't a lot of wrestling. It was a bunch of watch me jump off of this ladder all the way across the ring onto that ladder. And,
I guess maybe I liked the constant action so much that I didn't really mind it.
No, I like.
They're all really good too. These tag teams.
This is the greatest division
amazing.
They've had in a very long time. This might be the best tag division they've ever had. I mean, the Attitude era when it was Edge and Christian and the Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys, they're not going to ever top those matches. The first TLC and the second TLC were the two best that there's ever going to be, in my opinion. As loaded as this division is in the title scene, this is the best they've ever had. And I get why they put them all in one match, because they're all great and they had amazing spots. And the purple-haired girl went through the ladder and all that. That was great. But there was just too many people in the ring for them to do anything meaningful in between the spots. And it was predictable. I mean, we knew the White Six was going to keep the belts.
Well, I was also happy to see, the tag teams in a major show.
At least there was that.
Instead of just having to be on SmackDown or
at least
Raw
they weren't on
whatever.
At least they were on SmackDown. Yeah,
SmackDown.
That's the SmackDown division. At least they were on a PLE. They finally realized, hey, these guys deserve some of the shine. There's some cool stuff. A lot of crazy holy shit moments.
Yeah, I love the guy's name who's married to Bianca in the Street Profits when he jumps. What's his name?
Montez Ford.
Montez Ford.
Yeah.
When he jumps from the rope onto the ladder that they have set up. I love that kind of action.
I need
in the wrestling ring.
She's never seen the original TLC match.
No.
I got to play those for you. We got to watch that.
And I think
the cage match.
The cage match with Jacob Fatu versus Solo.
Jacob was great as usual.
Look, I need them when they do cage matches. I need them to change the rules. The being able to win by walking out, stepping out, just falling out of the cage is dumb, because Solo won by flopping out of the cage through the door like a fish. It was so stupid.
Yeah. When Damian Priest beat Drew at Saturday Night Main Event,
walked out,
and we were at that one, and we were just sitting there watching, what the hell, it's over. because took a slow
it's
Sunday stroll out the door. Like,
so
it's so
anticlimactic, and it just makes it
I liked it better back in the day when, first of all, it was a big blue cage. Only way to win it back then was to get out of the cage and get your feet on the ground. There was no door.
Oh, so
they had to climb out of the ring and
Okay.
over the top of the cage and down to the ground, and their feet had to touch the ground, and it made for some great stuff. They would fight on the side of the cage trying to pull each other back into the cage and stuff, or they'd fight on the top and fought, and they still do a lot of that, but I mean, like, it just was a little bit more meaningful. And I like Solo, like the comedy Solo.
Yeah, when he's being funny, I'm all about it.
When he's doing the funny stuff, giving the snide remarks during the matches and all that, in my opinion, you're gonna hate this, but in my opinion, he is the best Uso. When he's doing that,
How dare you?
When he is doing that, he is the most fun.
Stop.
He's the most fun to watch of the Usos whenever he's doing that.
Best Uso, my ass.
He's nowhere near the best wrestler. His finger poke of doom is stupid as hell, but that to me is the most fun, and when to watch him is when he's he's talking crap. But yeah, when he's being serious heel Solo with Bloodline number 2 or MTFs or MFPs or whatever the hell he calls them. Family Tree, is that what it is? Yeah. That all goes back to them never changing the story, though. He had the Bloodline for 4 years, stomping down everybody. And then finally, Cody wins the belt. Then you have Bloodline number 2 for a year or so, stomping everybody down. But now you got Seth and his bogus little Bloodline storyline. Basically, all you did is substitute the Bloodline with him, and he's doing a very boring, poor job at it.
His faction just doesn't click.
I love WWE, and I love wrestling. It's a blast, but my God, they have just hit a wall with their creativity.
All right.
Anyway,
moving on. Then we had Dominic Mysterio and the AJ Styles match, which was just a fun match.
Yeah,
it was a fun match. I was hoping
to me it was a SmackDown level match. SmackDown's what he's on, right? No, Raw, right? Yeah. It was a match that could have been on Raw, and you would have thought nothing of it. But
I want AJ Styles to win the belt. But anyway, so yeah, it was fun enough to watch.
I like Dom having the belt. It's funny.
Yeah, I like Dom having the belt and having AJ stalk him.
Yeah.
When AJ was playing all those different characters, stalking him in air quotes, Lyra versus Becky, dear God, give Lyra a vacation. I don't hate her. He doesn't care too much for her. He doesn't care for like her rolling and pin her, like every pin that she does. She's just like rolls and pins somebody. So it's sort of the same move at the end of the match, but she lost. Becky retained her title.
They both need a vacation.
Becky won. Becky,
she's not Becky
I really
anymore.
liked Becky, but her as a heel, her promos are not good.
Yeah, she can't cut a promo. It's like listening to a 14-year-old argue with herself.
Yeah, it is. Like it's just this really weird, awkward teenage girl.
It's terrible.
Sort of ranting.
And she forgets her lines, and then like, what?
Now, I couldn't figure out if that was supposed to be part of her shtick. Like,
it can't be though. It's so bad.
And another thing. You know what? It also kind of is like an old man. And another thing.
Get off my lawn.
Another thing. Oh, but I loved her. But right now, I don't like her.
I mean,
she went away. She came back, and they turned her a heel right away.
She can come back.
She was a face for her first night,
and then a heel the next,
and then a heel the next, and it's been bad ever since. So back to the actual match, though. At one point, Becky put Lyra. She zip tied her hands together, and you could see Lyra at one point come out of the zip ties and then like have to put her hands back in the zip ties herself.
It is what happened with Jacob Fatu and that tall guy. He couldn't get him handcuffed.
Tala,
the
tall guy.
Yeah, that's how creatively dead they are. They can't even come up with good names. He couldn't get him handcuffed, and Jacob was like, "Here,
Jacob,
just put the thing
basically put the handcuffs on himself."
Yeah. Hey, like I've been through this before. It goes like this, like.
Yeah.
The match should have been Bayley and Becky.
Well, now they're doing Becky and Nikki Bella.
Yay.
That's what they did on Raw last night.
Yay.
And she hit her with the John Cena jab. You can't see him.
Old news. They've been broke up for 10 years.
I don't know if it's been that long.
However long it's been.
Like, he's married. She got married, got divorced, had a kid.
At least she dated the greatest of all time, not married the wannabe greatest of all time.
You're just mad at
I
Seth
know,
right now.
yeah,
You're
I'm
just
over
mad.
him.
You're mad.
I am over him.
You're speaking out of anger. I understand.
It's just so boring.
We need to heal. We need to heal and move on. But now let's the last match of the night 2 of SummerSlam, Cody versus Cena.
Absolutely great match. They both poured their heart into that.
Thank God. It made up for the absolute terrible match between them at WrestleMania 41.
Yeah. No 15 minutes of Travis Scott walking to the ring. It was a straight up old school, just wrestle until somebody wins match. John, he's clearly lost a step, but I mean, he gave it everything he had.
Yeah, you could tell John Cena clearly put in a lot more effort into that match than he did WrestleMania.
That was fun. They had their moment at the end, the passing of the torch thing.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. I know a lot of people were mad that Cody won, but what did you think was going to happen? Cena is leaving in a few months.
Yeah.
You really want just to watch Cena stay as this weird heel or even go back to him being a face, but just like keep trying to keep the title? It's stupid. I think one of the main things that Cena has been trying to do, one of them at least, is to pass the torch on to Cody, because Cody is
he's the heir apparent. I mean, there's nobody that's going to touch him as far as
the top tier good guy. That's what John Cena was, and John Cena was passing the torch. So of course Cody was going to win, because this is the last big event.
Last big event John Cena is going to have. Yeah,
SummerSlam was the last big event that John Cena is going to be a part of.
I mean, of
course he passed the torch at SummerSlam,
which is when the show should have ended, but instead we got a surprise return of the sex offender incarnate.
Hold on, we're getting there. So Cody, of course, wins. They hug. Cena says some stuff to Cody. Cody gets emotional. Cody holds up Cena's arm, gives him his flowers. And then Cody walks away to leave Cena in the ring. So
he can get his flowers.
People start chanting, "Thank you, Cena." It was all good. It was perfect. It should have ended there, but it didn't.
I get shock and awe. I love surprises, but he just was not needed.
I searched for a hot minute online, and what I found was that Brock Lesnar, that the WWE legal team, which I don't really know exactly what they did, but however they do it, they cleared him 4 weeks ago. So I don't know if that means he's no longer involved with the lawsuit.
That's the thing I don't get. The WWE's legal team cleared him. They're the only people that have cleared him. They have not dropped his name from that lawsuit at all. Granted, I mean, I don't think they've ever directly named him, because he's in all of the paperwork. He's listed as WWE Superstar. It says WWE Superstar did this, and he requested these pictures of. It's kind of gross. If you want to read it, it's very easy to find.
But who knows really what the truth, because the last thing I saw was that I did read myself also when I found that, is that she said he didn't actively do anything.
Yeah, but if you look, and I'm all for innocent until proven guilty. That's what it's all about, 100%. But if you actually read what he's accused of, he didn't do anything outright other than ask for funky pictures and pee videos.
Which is gross as it is.
Hey, if that floats your boat, though, that's your thing, whatever.
But this girl clearly...
She was pressured into it.
She didn't want... She felt pressure from her boss. So she didn't, she was scared to say no to any of the requests. And Vince McMahon supposedly was pushing her off in some way, shape, or form.
Well, he was using her as a bargaining tool. And the thing is he didn't technically do anything to her. The reason he didn't do anything to her, though, is the night that he was gonna do it to her, he got too drunk to do it to her.
Crazy.
So
that's true.
That's what he's accused. Again, I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he didn't do it.
Because we don't. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows,
Nobody knows.
but her and him, and Vince McMahon probably. But I wouldn't have brought him back.
The trial is going on now.
They're in the bargaining. I don't know. I'm not a thing, but a lawyer. But they're in like the bargaining section and the part where they're collecting evidence, and I don't know what you call that.
I mean, just to be safe. You know, I would not.
I get he's John Cena's greatest arch nemesis of all time, other than Randy Orton.
There had to be some. Is there anybody else?
Well, I mean, back when they were coming up, they fought a lot. It was him and then Randy Orton. They were the two main. And every time, it's like he's like John Cena's bully. He just wasn't needed.
And if you were going to bring him, you know,
do it on Raw.
If he was coming back, yeah.
Do it on Raw. Do it on SmackDown.
It took away from the moment of Cody winning, passing the torch, Cena getting his flowers. That was a good, solid moment, and it should have been left at that. Brock Lesnar, regardless of it being a good or bad decision of him coming back at all, should not have happened then, because it completely overshadowed, completely tainted the end of the Cody and Cena match.
And what are you going to do? You're going to have, okay, so he got picked on by Brock Lesnar again, like he always does. Brock Lesnar going to beat him again in a squash match? 14 suplexes and it's done? Or are they going to let John Cena beat him? Like old John Cena is going to beat up Brock Lesnar? He never could beat him up at his best.
I don't know, man, but if next time what is it?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar, every time he's on screen, I'm going to feel a little skeevy.
And I always loved him.
I'm going to be a little skeeved out.
I mean, the only way, in my opinion, that I'm not going to feel kind of like, why is this guy on my TV, is if she comes out and says, hey, I was lying. He never did anything, yada, yada. I mean, for one, he was married the whole time.
I mean, that doesn't mean much, especially
nowadays.
Famous people.
I couldn't get my jollies off on that, knowing that this broad's being paid to do these nasty things that you're asking. Like, no, there's no joy in that. Like,
and now I feel like the rest of John Cena's time is now
kind of tainted by this. Yeah, like I don't need to see a naked woman bad enough to have it be against somebody's will. Porn is free on the internet.
Well, they should have stayed far away from Brock Lesnar, and they should have had Brock Lesnar stay far away from them.
I don't know. See, this is another thing I'm kind of having a problem with WWE right now. Like, I'm all for bad guys and getting their heat and everything like that, but there can't be a happy ending to anything, really. You need some happy endings every now and then, and they just don't do them anymore. WrestleMania wasn't a happy ending. I mean, it was kind of a happy ending that Cena won the belt and all that, but still, he cheated to do it. So,
like, the last real happy ending was
WrestleMania 40.
WrestleMania 40, yeah.
I mean, you had a few in between with Cody winning over like Kevin Owens and whatnot. But I mean, really, that's not really a happy ending either, because I mean, both of them were, within their rights. I mean, Kevin Owens had a point.
Yeah. So, well, that is going to wrap it up for us on this WWE episode of the Leah and Lee Show podcast.
WWE, get your shit together. Hire a new writer.
Decide to cut Brock Lesnar and not have him show up again.
Yeah. Call me. I will do it for crackers.
Let's throw that idea in the garbage where it belongs. Until next time, people.
Deuces.